This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Perhaps it's time to take the honorable path. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mars Warlogs. In the last episode, we finished the game on the Renegade path. No, the Resistance path, where we chose the Resistance and decided to, we didn't kill Honor Grant in that one, and the Resistance took over. The world wasn't saved. Maybe the world changed in the end, but it's one of those few RPGs where it's like it's not like the whole world or the universe is saved. It's just maybe this couple of towns, maybe this section, maybe it might be saved in the future. Who knows? Maybe the Technomancer game will talk more about that. But now we're gonna decide to join Honor Grant and see how he can do things. He did promise he would save innocents if we worked for him, so maybe the boy would survive this time. So to join, so on this, we're back at Chapter 2, by the way. If you want to join the Resistance, go back to Charity's Bar and talk to Judy and agree to join the Resistance there if you want to do that. But this time, we're going to talk to Devotion, who's hanging out at our base here, which, not really much of a base, and we never really had to go here except a couple of times, but yeah, whatever. All right, let's talk to the crew cut gal and see what she has to say.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance. I've been ordered to see if you've thought things over.
It's not really a good time. One of my friends,
We know. So the General has a proposal for you. He can save the young man if you decide to work for him. The Technomancers aren't strong enough yet to counter his decisions. Join us and he'll live. On the other hand, I have to warn you that after saving him, we'll have to leave Shadowlair for a mission in Green Hope.
What the hell is this all about? And who is this android? Her bodywork looks alright, but she seems kind of weird.
Tenacity. Meet Devotion. She works for General Honor Grant, who suggested I join him.
And now he's pretty persuasive with the kid in the hands of the Technomancers. Nah. If he can stop people tracking us, sounds like a pretty good deal.
Alright, so yeah, and you get some little extra dialogue from who's ever your companion here, so, remind me why we're doing this again?
Can you remind me what it's all about again? What does the General expect from us?
The General wants you to join the group he wants to put together to stop the Technomancers from getting more power. In exchange for your help, and in particular for your participation in what he wants to do at Green Hope, he'll have the child freed.
But yeah, so in this path, like if you choose the Resistance, innocent dies. Spoilers for that who haven't played that yet. But if you choose the Honor path, innocents will actually survive. I'm not joking, actually, so.
It's a big decision. I need a little bit more time to think it over.
Alright, come back and see me when you've made up your mind.
Okay, before we continue on, I want to reload this, but I want to have Mary as a companion just to show her dialogue. Where are you, Mary? There you are. Alright, let's have her join the team.
Hello, Roy.
Hello, crazy lady.
Come with me.
It would be a pleasure. I prefer it when I'm with you.
Me too, Mary. You're such a weird character, but I prefer you out of a lot of the characters, so.
Greetings, Mr. Temperance.
It's not really a good
Let's
time.
see.
We know.
Just
So
wait
the
for
General
Mary's
has the
reaction.
Technomancers, on the other hand,
That's...
Oh, I guess she doesn't say anything. Never mind. So.
Can you...
the General, in exchange...
Yeah, you think Mary would have something to say. I guess it's only Tenacity that has a point to pick up. Huh. I could have swore she had something to say. Maybe I'm misremembering. So anyway, let's do it.
I hope the General will keep his word. If he does, you can count on me. I'll go to Green Hope with you.
Innocent Smith, on your feet, follow me.
I've had your friend removed from the Source prison. For the time being, the Technomancers are unable to do anything to stop me.
Where is he?
I'm taking you to him. I had him transferred here, the Ministry. Do you want to go in?
No. If I do, he'll hate me. I betrayed his cause, his ideals, and he'll see it right away.
You were only fighting back legally and effectively. And you saved his life.
I doubt he'll see things the same way. Even if you fight the Technomancers, you closed your eyes on the deaths of the militia, and that's the only thing that matters to him. You should release him. He doesn't need to know I'm behind it all.
I can't release him right now. What do you think his friends would think if they saw him freed? They'd think he betrayed him. And they'd kill him.
You're probably right, but he can't stay here. He's still too close to the Technomancer. Send him to Shade Valley or some other small city, a long way away from all this shit.
All right. Devotion will escort him. There's nothing more you can do for him now. Ah, one thing. He had this notebook on him when he was arrested. There's a lot about you in it. Here, keep it.
Why am I still alive? Where are you taking me? Please, I need to know. Are you taking me to a work camp? You know Roy? Temperance?
Forget it. Enjoy the trip.
I've read this diary that Innocence kept, which Honor has given to me. Everything he went through since he got to camp is in it. His story is moving, even if I realize that maybe I didn't make him tough enough. I didn't get him ready for what was ahead. He talked about the people he met, what we did. He even wrote whole pages on what I did since he joined the Resistance. I knew the Resistance had good sources, but I didn't think he'd hear about me trying to stop the serial killer. Nor that Mary and Tenacity were with me now. In fact, I was a bit embarrassed to realize that I was the hero of the book. Maybe that's why I feel kind of obliged to keep it going. I have to finish this story, so he can read it for himself when he comes back from exile. There we are. Green Hope. You know, it's not that different from what I've seen in other places. The dusty old hydroponics farm, crumbling under the wind and the war. When you think of everyone who died here for this. I was kind of expecting something greener, less desperate too.
There was a lot of fighting here during the war. Lots of the buildings were destroyed. It was probably a lot more like you pictured it before. But I don't think we should hang around. General Honor is waiting for us in the western part of the town.
All right, and we head into chapter 3. But yeah, Innocence survives, but unfortunately he never joins the group. You think if he survived, maybe he'd join you, but nope. He gets sent off, but you know that he survives basically to the end. So one benefit of joining Honor's group over the Resistance, but at least there's something different here. But yeah, we find ourselves in Green Hope. If you want to know, are the side quests any difference in the Honor path as opposed to the Resistance? The answer is no. They are exactly the same. The only difference is maybe the way certain characters talk, but for the most part, the difference in the story is you interacting with Honor's guard instead of the Resistance, and your companion for this is Devotion here. So, and she actually takes the place of a romantic interest when we get to that eventually. Over as well as Mary too in this one. In the other path, obviously the Resistance, you could choose to have a romantic entanglement with Judy if you wish. All it changes is some like slight dialogue, and I think the end epilogue has something on it. But other than that, nothing major. Maybe something in the journal too, possibly. I don't remember every single variation and everything like that. And where all the stuff you can collect stuff from, you know, like the pickups are going to be the exact same, just like for the previous path. Like I said, the only difference is the main story, and even then it doesn't change too much. You do have a different antagonist in the Honor path as you do opposed to the well, you still fight Technomancers, but you have another enemy they have to deal with on this path. Also, I also changed the difficulty to medium to go through this a little bit more smoothly. Since I've already beaten the game on extreme mode, I don't have to show off anymore on how to beat it. Although I wasn't really the most efficient in the game either way, to tell you the truth. I probably could have played a bit more smartly. But like, even me beating it, you know, and me, even though I've been playing games for like my whole life, I still had a little bit of trouble with it every once in a while. Although I tried to browbeat it a couple of times. But even then, the game's overall easier. If you played it on like expert mode difficult mode or normal medium mode, you'll probably have an okay challenge. If you play it in easy, you'll basically, I wouldn't say you go just browbeat everyone, but you'll have a much easier time if you put it on easy because enemies have less HP, don't do as much damage, stuff like that. And your stealth, if you build up your stealth on easy and medium, you'll actually one-shot people if you build up your stealth stat. What was the name of it again? Renegade. If you build up a Renegade stat to actually do like a lot more stealth damage, you'll actually kill people with your stealth. Because when on expert mode, even if you stealth people, you do like a tiny little bit of damage, and you still do roughly comparatively. The damage is still better, but it's not. It doesn't seem like much, if you know what I mean. So.
Bloody vermin! Fucking slackers! They should never be left wandering around the village anyway. Gotta leash train them. Stealing our stocks. Maybe we should have mentioned we wanted tamed mutants, not a bunch of wild beasts or damn robbers. We should just make an example of them. Kill them. That's all they deserve.
Yeah, here's impartiality with that side quest. But yeah, all the side quests are exactly the same as before. So for the most part, I'll probably complete those off screen just to save some time. For those who want to know just watch the resistance. Well, basically watch the rest of the playthrough and watch the end of that, and that'll get you all the side quest stuff. But yeah, since it's basically the same, I'm just gonna kind of skim through it. Maybe if
but it's not. What's going on? Those bloody they deserved.
I can go
if Devotion has the extra dialogue, I'll try to show it.
But
I don't understand why this guy can't deal with his mutants himself. He's responsible for them, after all.
I'll do my best.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's nothing major. It's just, you know, just to show off, get some extra stuff.
Well, hey, another guy from Shadow Lair.
Yeah, that a problem?
No. It's even becoming a regular thing with all those technomancers
I think this
and
has the same dialogue too.
What's wrong?
They found a dead kid in the village.
Yeah,
Looked like
this is the.
I get the feeling I've heard this somewhere before.
Well, apart from keeps to himself.
Yeah, this is the coin
That
killer.
man is a danger to society and the balance. We should
Find him ourselves and make him pay for all that? Absolutely.
Alright, yep, this is the coin kill request. That's for if you leave him alive, which, you know, I mean, you do it for the extra experience for sure, but realistically, you should have killed him when you had the chance, you know. Because sometimes some people just won't change. You know? Yeah, you always want to believe the best in people, but yeah, just sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. So yeah, sorry if I forget like where every single collectible is. I'm trying to like go through this a little bit more faster. And like I said, since I'm playing this on medium difficulty now I don't really have to worry too much about a lot of it. And yeah, instead of going to the resistance base, where we're in the hydroponic fields, now you go to the Technomancer's camp for all that stuff. So yeah,
you're not a farmer.
I'm just activating all these quests. So
takes all kind.
What's wrong?
Since I've been here, so we're shot.
yeah, this is where you had to help him clean up the thing.
It's pretty basic.
Thank you.
Where's the field?
I'll mark it. More for you.
Let's see.
Well,
Yeah,
I got
some dialogue. So this is the yeah, this is in the hydroponic fields. You have to take care of the moles that appeared, and you have to fight a queen mole there. So you want to be prepared with the decent gear and a bunch of explosives, and it's a really good place to use explosive traps, so you can do a lot of damage and group them up together. So that's how I did during that playthrough. But yeah, if you go to the that area, you can fight the moles. So actually, since I've shown you all how to gather everything in the previous path, I can probably just skip doing that. So in between episodes, I'll clear out the side quest stuff And you know, just to make the honor path a bit faster, because like I said, we've already seen it all before, so there's no reason for me to repeat that. So, but yeah, all that will be done off screen. So, and collecting stuff as well, because I've already done that before. So, most of you, like I said, I might have not found everything. I'll still collect stuff on the way, but because I've hoarded my money and all this stuff, and I'm playing on a lower difficulty, I don't actually need a lot of that stuff anymore. So, there won't be any need to grab a good deal of it. I already bought like a ton of nail gun ammo and health potions or fluid, injections. I was about to say potions. I'm like, not potions, all they. And yeah, this is where you deal with mutants, but I'm not gonna mess with them, so don't worry about it. Alright, let's go over here. Yeah, this is the honors camp for this place. Oh yeah, and I guess I did a bonus episode for those who watched it about how I was going to try to do a bit more of the diary stuff and go over some of the details. I'm not going to read everything, unfortunately, because I might save that for a bonus quest, but I want to at least read some of the stuff we've added when Roy gets a hold of the warlog. So here it's Honor gave me this little notebook that Innocence kept, and as he had to go into exile, I'll try to keep it up in hopes one day when he reads these pages he'll forgive me for saving him at the cost of a dubious agreement with the people who turned a blind eye to the deaths of his parents. Same thing with like fights, characters, and stuff like that. I might try to go over that, but we'll see. It's not like major stuff, it's just like world building, and you can leave it well enough alone. There's Tenacity there. Let's see what he has to say about all this.
Hey Roy, you need me?
Not right this second, but
I wanted to know, you ever go to Green Hope?
Yeah, ages ago.
I think this is the same,
Still
so I can
part
skip
of
a lot of this dialogue.
since then.
What do you think
You more like them, Roy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm listening.
If you had somewhere big, I figure they get.
Okay.
There's
I'm just seeing if he has new dialogue outside of
I wanted.
No, I guess not. Okay, never mind.
Like,
He doesn't have new dialogue for working for Honor Grant, so let's see if Mary has anything to say.
Roy, I wanted to tell you, I'm sorry about the boy. I know that he was like an apprentice to you.
Yeah, she has the same exact dialogue, even if he dies or not, so.
Thanks, Mary. I was one.
Okay, no, per
I wanna
dialogue's
tell
the same too. Okay, yeah, and you can still, and if you've didn't sleep with Mary, you can actually do her romance quest if you want as well. But since I've already shown that off, I'll just be doing devotions when it comes down to it. Hers is based off like how far in the story you are. I think you can do a lot of it right now if you want to, but I'll just wait for an opportune time
Roy,
later.
good to see you going at it. We're going to have some work here.
Why come here? What's so special at Green Hope? Apart from the mass grave, of course.
My contacts informed me that the Technomancers opened a kind of work site here. I wanted to investigate further, but I was told from up top, right up top, that I should keep out of it. Obviously, that made me curious. We were only supposed to rebuild here, nothing to interest the Technomancers. I want you to look around this special site. Tell me what it really is. I can't let them work here without knowing why.
All right, I'll go look into it.
All right, let's see if we can answer some questions for us.
What do you want to know?
Everything.
How did you learn that the Technomancers had opened a specific site here?
Devotion isn't the only person working for me, you know. And a lot of the others are keeping an eye on the source undercover.
I'm going. Later.
All right, so he has more people working for him. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so now we need, yeah, like I said, I'll do all this off screen, all that extra stuff. Don't even think about it. Don't even, just put it out of your mind. Don't even notice those things. Don't even try. And I'm gonna basically use devotion just to show any extra dialogue with her, you know, just make it easier. Even though I'd rather have Mary on the team, just because now it's on an easier difficulty, I'm not worried as much about taking too much damage from her blasting me by accident. It almost makes me wish this game was a bit more fleshed out, now that I think about it, but yeah, we got what we got, and I have to appreciate what's here. You know, sometimes you always want more, and yeah, I realize this game is definitely a hit or miss with some people. Probably a miss for a lot of people, just because it's early stages of Spider's work. I think their latest one was a it was a Souls-like game where you play as a French. Oh, that's right. You have to do this mission anyway. So I've already done this, so I'm gonna kill these guys off screen. So I'll be right back. Alright, that was easy. Yeah, you basically just need to throw like a bomb, it blows them all away, and then set a bunch of explosive traps, and it basically will take care of all of them. So, Devotion, where'd you go? Hello? Oh, there you are. Might as well grab the bodies while I'm here, just to see if they drop anything. I mean, I can always still craft stuff, why not? They seem to not want to drop stuff for me. And yeah, we had to go to this place during the Resistance site. Like I said, you still go to the same areas, it's just the story behind it's slightly different. I guess I could show these off, even though, just to show the difference between like what medium mode is as opposed to expert mode. Yeah, you can see I'm already doing a decent amount of damage already without having to like energy charge him, for example. There you go. Although, interestingly enough, your allies will still die rather quickly if you're just because, unless you get the charismatic leader ability, which I probably won't end up getting it, because like I said, in a previous playthrough I probably did chose too many bad options in the early game. Even though there wasn't that many options that I really chose, so I'm not sure why it affected it that badly. So I don't know. I guess you just have to be consistent, because I've heard you can do quite a few. Well, I wouldn't say a few. You can like drain the serum out of people a couple of times and still get, you know, good reputation. So I don't know. But anyway, so it's not that important. I was able to beat the game without getting charismatic leader, even though it helps a lot more because your allies get a lot more HP and defense out of that. But
the door's locked. The door's locked.
All right.
Someone must have the key.
I keep forgetting that you can't just go straight for that section. So, all right, let's yeah, might as well grab the stuff here because I don't want to run back to this place afterwards to grab it. Actually, I wouldn't even have to. It's not. Like I said, I don't need this stuff anymore at this point. I have enough stuff to. Actually, let me show off. Let's see if I can show off what happens if you. Let me go back up here first. I want to show off what happens if you actually get the stealth to actually hit. As soon as I grab this stuff first, real quick. See, no, that's that one. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I want to show what happens when you actually get the stealth off, like how much damage you actually do when it's on, or how much damage it seems you do as opposed to expert difficulty. Yeah, see, you almost take out half their HP, and that's before I. That's before you know, anything else. So. And yeah, electrical damage. So yeah, I didn't even take that much damage from the electrical attacks. Then again, this is electric resistant armor itself. It's still not doing as much as it would normally on expert mode. So. Although you can tell he's still a little bit beefier than the regular dude, so. But I'm still beating them rather fast, so. Where's I was about to say, where's Devotion? Yeah, she uses a, as you can see, she uses a saber. I think she also uses a nail gun, if I remember correctly. Okay, let me grab all the equipment. Yeah, see how much faster battles go if I'm not, like, resetting it like 50 billion times. So. But I actually kind of liked playing it on expert mode. It gave me a bit more challenge than just running through the game like I did when I first played the game. Like, what was it, 10 years ago? I have an old file on here from like 2013. That was the last time I played this game, outside of pre-testing for this recording. And I was like, holy crap! I forgot how old this game is compared like when it came out. And I don't think I even bought it like straight up brand new. I think I bought it like sometime after the fact, which probably was sometime in 2012 or something. I'm grabbing this because there's a technician's outfit in here, so I can have the best outfit in the game. Unfortunately, I can't make the best equipment yet because I don't have the levels for that. But I'll just do, physical reduction maybe, or well, we are gonna get hit with a lot of electrical damage, and that'll save me on having to worry about that. So yeah, we'll just do techno warrior stuff. That way I don't have to worry about it too much. There we go. Alright, let's check this part. Oh, no. Yeah. See if we can sneak up on someone. Oh, nope. There he is. No, he saw me. Dang it. Oh, well, whatever. Yep. Where's the... Oh, got caught. There we go. It's kind of nice to just not have to worry about not have to worry about insta-dying or something like that. Ah, come on, man. There we go. Take that. Take that. Man, just going through these guys, so easy. Who said this game was hard? Actually, it isn't. Actually, I don't think. I'm trying to remember if any of Spiders' games are actually really that difficult in the grand scheme of things. And even getting smacked with the electrical charm multiple times is still dangerous. There we go. Alright, they're all done. Let's finish them off. No, I mean, I guess I could, since I'm never going to get the prismatic leader ability, but... I mean, I could show it off, but all it is just you sticking the syringe in them and draining them of the serum. And as you can see, even though I played on expert mode, I was still able to beat it without having to drain serum from people. Mainly the way it's supposed to even out is by doing charisma, getting a good reputation, and you get the whole 50% off the shop from merchants. So that kind of evens out the whole not being able to get the serum from draining it from people. So you either do one or the other. Oh, that's right. I have to do. I forgot you actually have to check that little the pre-war tech or whatever before you can blow it. Before you can do that, because it blows up the. Because you basically have to head to the exit and blow up the place. So I have to do this first. All right, let's get some free damage on him. All that damage. We should just do a bunch of electrical, bunch of bombs or something like that, just to... Okay, stun you so I don't have to worry about it. There we go. Watch out. And usually on the easier difficulties, you really don't even have to worry about using a lot of your abilities. Technically, I could just go through the game without using any of my electrical powers and not even have to worry about it, really. Bolt a crit! Although realistically, I probably could just cut out these battles because it's like I said, it's the exact same from the previous game. So I don't know. I might just I might do that for the rest of the battles, just except for story purposes, and just cut out all the encounters, like where I actually fight them. Kind of like what I do with certain RPGs, where I'll just cut out the random battles, but leave everything else in. So, all right, let's grab this.
So that's it. A whole mess of pre-turmoil artifacts. Kind of explains the Technomancer's excitement.
So this place is a mine of knowledge for them. You're one of them. Do you know if they're interested enough in these relics to send in their best troops?
I'm not like them, Devotion, but yes, absolutely. Places with as much stuff as this are rare. They can find things here to increase their power.
How?
With the knowledge they can get here, and also the fact I'm sure they're hoping to get new equipment. We can't use the fluid without this gear we're wearing, but we don't know how to make this sort of stuff anymore. You get it from places like this.
I see. We have to tell the general about this.
All right, now we can blow up the pace. Or at least prevent the... Oh, that's right. My mind was stuck on the resistance part of the game, which is you having to blow up this place, but we're not playing the Resistance. So sorry about that. My mind went a little funky there for a second. I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to blow this up. We're working for Honor. He doesn't want to destroy this place. Man, this is what happens when you've just finished the other path not too long ago, and you've been just focused on that you're not paying attention to the actual plot. Sorry about that. Nope, there's the Resistance right there. So yeah, we have to fight the Resistance in this version. Maybe these are just a blast him, really. Alright, just nail gun him the crap out of him. Mainly because I'm playing on medium mode, so I can the nail gun still does decent damage. Just I never built up the renegade path, so I was able to utilize the full damage of the nail gun, which is pretty decent. Like you can get 100% of its damage out of it. So there we go. Why are you checking your nails, Devotion? This is Mars. There's sand everywhere. You're going to get stuff in your fingernails all the time. Yeah, luckily we can search the Aurora soldiers because we're still, fighting them too. But yeah, we're pretty much at odds with the Resistance on the Honor Grant path. Interestingly enough, you never actually fight Honor's guards, or you never run into Devotion again, or if you choose the Resistance path, you never run into Devotion. You only meet Honor at the very end of the game. So it's kind of like, you think they would have had, we would have had to fight, at one point, Devotion or something like that. I think that what they should have done is they should have made her part of the Praetorian Guard in the final battle on the Resistance path. I think that would have made more sense. But, oh well. I mean, not that big of a deal, but it's one of those things I didn't even think about until I was like, yeah, that would have been a little bit more interesting, where you had to actively fight some of the people from the other path because of what you chose, so it gave you more credence for... But then again, this was one of their first titles, so I can't really, blame them for not initializing that. So
yeah, I killed the mole.
Yeah, killed the moles.
Okay. Thanks.
And then later on, we'll have to do that quest again because of that one guy will hijack it for his own political gains or whatever, and we'll tell him to go home, boy, go home. Yeah, at least the end chapter isn't exactly the same on both paths. It's pretty close though, but it's at least a little bit different. All right, let me go back over here, Mr. Honor.
Any news about the site? Did you get in?
You were right. It's not an ordinary site, and they're definitely not rebuilding. It's full of digs. A pre-turmoil site.
So that's what it's about. Relics. They want even more power. I'd even say that they may have manipulated everybody, including me, to get the war to move to the site. Bastards. One thing I don't get, though. Why Wisdom, if he got wind of this, would back them? Not his style. Relics paid for with lives? No, doesn't make sense.
Listen, we're not the only ones interested in the site. There was a group of Resistance fighters there. They wanted to sabotage the drilling.
That explains what I heard about. The Technomancers are preparing an assault on the Resistance. They know where they meet. And so do I, thanks to my sources. I don't want them to kill them all. Those Utopians can be useful by weakening and scattering the Technomancers. Not to mention what they can tell us. Go warn them. And if the Technomancers are already there, make sure the Resistance can escape.
Divide and conquer, huh? All right, I'll tell them.
That's an excellent strategy, General. As usual.
Thank you, child.
I think you've got a bit of something on your nose, Devotion. I don't know. That might be hard to clean up.
What do you want to know?
You think that the Technomancers were so eager to get their hands on these relics that they tricked the Source into starting the war against Abundance?
No, not to that point. Remember that it was Abundance that started the war by killing our previous dowser. They hoped it would weaken us enough that we would surrender. Because of Wisdom and the Alliance, they failed, as you know. On the other hand, the battles around Green Hope were perhaps a direct result of their schemes. I never really understood why the fighting came this way. But in the heat of the action, I basically thought about winning the battle and taking as few losses as possible. And now I'm wondering, like you.
I'm always wondering.
I'm going. Later.
All right, well, honor's bargain to save innocence, but he's still having us run around like a mule, and Devotion is watching our back, but is she watching our back enough? Will we be able to tell the Resistance, and will they trust us with this information? And will we be able to sneak into the Technomancer's base and get a good peeping on what's about and who's going out with who? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Mars Warlogs. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.